Look at me now, and what's your name? It's gone now, isn't it? It really is gone. Locked and stuck. And the more you try and say it, the more funnier it gets. Try and say your name, find it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. In this week's hypnosis tutorial, we're talking about different hypnotic phenomenon and about different levels of response from your clients. So keep watching and find out what I mean. Hi guys, it's Turan here from Feel Good Hypnosis, and in this week's hypnotic tutorial we're seeing another little street hypnosis clip. This one's in a concert, and I'm actually working with a security guard while everybody's inside the concert. I'm not too sure if he should have been doing that, but he was up for it and I was happy enough to hypnotize him while I was waiting for the crowd to come out. So in this video the guy's already been hypnotized and we're moving on to sort of the first set of skits. So let's watch the video first and see what he gets up to, and then stay watching because I'm going to break that down in a little tutorial afterwards. If you're interested in learning more about hypnosis, then I do training, and I also do mentorship for existing hypnotists and hypnotherapists as well. So if you want to find out more about that, use the contact details in the description section below and let me know what you would like to learn more about. And don't forget, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, make sure you click the big red subscribe button as well, and don't forget, leave a comment in the comment section below. Make it positive, but tell us what you would like to see in the future, or tell us what you liked about this video. Either way, I love interacting with you, so please leave those comments. But enough of that, let's watch the video. Deeper relaxed. In a moment those hands will unstick, but only unstick just as quickly as those feet lock and stuck to the ground. It's almost as if you're planted into that soil, locked and stuck, cemented down. Your feet feeling so heavy they're locked and stuck into that ground. So 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Notice how those hands just release just as quickly as those feet lock and stick together. Go ahead now and try and lift those feet.
I can't.
Really try. Really try.
I can't.
You can't, can you?
No.
They're locked and stuck. What's your name?
Matthew.
Matthew. Look at me and sleep now. Deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed. Notice now that those feet will become unstuck from the ground only as quickly as your name sticks to the back of your mind. Your name sticks to the back of your mind. You will not be able to say your name. Not even if you hear your name, you will not be able to say that name. That name is gone now. Like you see a movie on the big screen and you know that guy's name, but you just cannot say it. That name is locked and stuck to the back of your mind. Just for a moment and just for a time, you will not be able to say that name. The more you try and say that name, the more that name locks and sticks to the back of your mind. Nod your head that you understand. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes. Look at me now, and what's your name? It's gone now, isn't it? It really is gone. Locked and stuck. And the more you try and say it, the more funnier it gets. Try and say your name, find it gets funnier and funnier and funnier. And the more funnier it gets, the more you laugh, like a belly laugh. Getting funnier and funnier. You really try and you say your surname. Then you try and say your first name and it's gone now.
It's gone.
It's gone. But you can say it when you sing it in rhyme. Do you know the birthday song?
Yes.
Sing the birthday song and you'll find you can say your name only when you sing it in rhyme.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear Matthew. Happy birthday to you.
And it's gone now.
Yeah.
Try and say it.
Can't.
You can't. And sleep now. Deeper, deeper. Okay, so lots of things happening inside that video. As I said, this was in a concert and you can hear the noise in the background. So once again, that dispels this idea that you have to have nice and peace and quiet to hypnotize someone. It can happen in any environment. It can happen at any time. So what did we see in this one? Well, first of all, like I say, he was just out of the induction, and I'd used an induction where his hands were sticking together. I'll put a link to that induction in the little info cards up above. So as we open, his hands are still sort of stuck together, and you can see that sort of rigidness in his hands. So that's what we call catalepsy. That's the hypnotic phenomenon where there's a lack of movement in the muscles. So I move on to another cataleptic effect, which, while it is quite similar in hypnotic phenomenon, it's quite different looking when you present it for the person you're hypnotizing. So this is catalepsy in the legs. Now notice how I cover off the suggestion in 3 or 4 different ways. I say your legs are like planted into the soil. It's like your feet are too heavy to move. They're locked and they're stuck. There's about 4 different suggestions there, all wrapped into the idea that you can't move your feet. So I 1, 2, 3 wake him up and bang, he's a perfect subject. Just like his hands came together. And if you watch that other video, there was a bit of movement away, but his hands did come together in the end. And this time his feet stick. Now I mentioned up the front of the video about responsiveness. This guy wasn't sort of, you'll see some people, you know, going, oh my goodness, I can't move my feet, and they're really amazed by it. He's quite laid back and he goes, oh, yeah, that's right, I can't move my feet. He's very lackadaisical and very laid back about communicating that. So be prepared that not everybody's going to react in a big way. Now, because everybody was in at the concert, there was just really himself and myself doing the hypnosis for this YouTube video, so it didn't matter that the audience weren't wowed by his responses, and you will get that. There's nothing wrong on his part, it's just some people just, I can't move my feet. So that was a great success, getting both catalepsy in his hands and now catalepsy in his legs. So I move on from hands being stuck and feet being stuck to name being stuck. Now, while we're talking about things being stuck, the name being stuck is not catalepsy, but it's amnesia. It's forgetting something inside your head. Now, there's nothing more familiar than your name to forget, so that can be a bit of a surprise. So we'll see how he reacts to that. But look what happens when I give him that suggestion and he wakes up. I ask him what his name is, he goes, I don't know. Once again, very relaxed, very calm. But I know because I've got hypnotic phenomena of one sort, in this case catalepsy for his hands and his legs, I know I'm going to get other hypnotic phenomena as well. I know he's in hypnosis, and that's the main thing. Some people will tell you that amnesia is harder to get, but I have started and opened up with a hypnotic amnesia with other people, so it's not that amnesia has to be at a different depth or a deeper depth rather than a lighter depth for catalepsy in the legs. So don't worry about which skit you start with, but in this case, once again, he's very laid back in his responses. What's your name? I just don't know it. Some people will go, I can't say it, and really try, but he's so convinced that he's in hypnosis that he doesn't even try. Now again, I try to give him a bit more of an experience and try to get him to laugh, and I say you start off with a giggle in your stomach and it becomes a belly laugh, and I really try to emphasize that to get him to laugh. But well, he does laugh, but given the experience I've had of not a lot of exuberant response, I'm happy that, well, he's laughing as much as he likes to laugh. Some people will just laugh hysterically, some people will just laugh quietly, and again, as I've said, he's quite a polite and timid responder to all these effects. So it's not that he hasn't accepted the suggestion. Well, that's just his way of doing it. Some people, I'm sure you'll know yourself from family and friends, some people really laugh out loud and some people go and just laugh, it was funny, without a big tremendous laughter. So always be prepared again for different people to respond in different ways. So I hope you liked that video. Lots to look over there and lots to connect with in that video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you give it a like, and don't forget again, click the big red subscribe button so you get notified when a new videos come out. Click the bell notification button next to that subscribe button. And details are in the description if you want to contact me about getting more in-depth training on hypnosis, or if you want to get mentorship if you're an existing hypnotist or hypnotherapist. I'd love to talk to you too. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching and see you next Sunday.